picking up on a very harmonious energy. Got a genius. Got y'all some geniuses. Like I keep getting these mental cards. Very smart group in the room. Very smart. Compassionate. Attractive queens. Y'all are woke. I got this woke card. Y'all are woke. Somebody's celebrating or just celebrated or just getting ready to celebrate something. I got that celebration card. Expansion. I'm hearing the word expansion. It's like somebody's spirit is expanding. And it's a good feeling to know that you have a tribe, people that you can relate to, that you can, come to and, click on. And it is a good feeling. And that's going to lead me to this next Proverbs. We're going to get some wisdom. All right, y'all? Everybody all right? Shout out to Elsie. Shout out to Tundra. Shout out to Daisy. Shout out to Jane. Shout out to Tiffany LaCole. Shout out to the Lotus Squad. Shout out to Dragonfly. Shout out to ECJ. Evolution Consciousness Journey. Shout out to Jasmine Honey Ice. Shout out to Goddess. Shout out to Hood Healer. Shout out to Emerald 7. I am the real divine masculine, as you all know. We are here at Child of God TV, where you are a child of God. Proverbs chapter 12. Let me get the big book, y'all.
No doubt.
And I know y'all like, this dude just flow. He just, it's that radio in me, y'all. If you understand, like, I've worked at a radio station before. I was in radio at school. I majored in TV, radio, writing, newspaper in college. So that part of it is all natural to me. I'm just incorporating my spiritual, I'm waking people up with this. That's basically the difference. In school, I was sitting around playing Bone Thugs all day. Now, I'm reading the good book for y'all. And using incorporating tarot at the same time. And as I say, y'all go on my page, y'all can hear I done made beats, I got freestyles, I'm multi-dimensional. Never box me in. Never categorize me. Never put me or fit me in this particular genre or that particular genre. I'm always outside the box. Like right now, I'm supposed to be reading the good book.
I know, it's like an Aquarius
thing. Pull it off somewhere. I'm back.
We all got to work on that.
Proverbs chapter 12. Whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is brutish. A good man obtaineth favor from the Lord, but a man of wicked devices will he condemn. A man shall not be established by wickedness, but the root of righteousness shall not be moved. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones. The thoughts are of righteousness, or right. No, let me rewind that, y'all. The thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsels of the wicked are deceit. The words of the wicked are to lie in wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver them. The wicked are overthrown and are not, but the house of the righteous shall stand. A man shall be commended according to his wisdom.
Hold on, divine masculine. So you guys keep thinking that because some of you guys go to church and stuff, y'all really be thinking y'all highly righteous. But if you gotta go to church and come home and do shit that everybody do but nobody see it, you not even righteous. You just a hell of a good liar. Okay? And what I'm saying that is because people just tend to be like, oh, Elsie, I see you on Facebook and IG, you be dancing, you be doing this. But the least I can say is I am righteous. Whatever I do is in the eyes of the public. When y'all do y'all be sneaking and geeking, be acting like y'all go to church, y'all wait till y'all married to be virgins, but whole times y'all done had like 17 abortions out here, pretending y'all holy doly donut shop because y'all feel like it's only you and y'all gonna take shit to the grave, but walk around here with y'all head held high talking big shit to people whenever y'all see them. But in reality, y'all know y'all not even perfect. In reality, y'all know y'all not even perfect. And what really throws me off, right, is the fact that, okay, so you guys, I could turn and, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to talk as I am because that's who I am, okay? I'm not going to pretend to be something I'm not because guess what? When you try to pretend that you're something you're not, people have a way of trying to make sure that shit hit the limelight. If I came up here and try to act like I am so holy doly donut shop, I don't do anything, I bet you in 20 seconds, it's going to be a miserable hater that I got that I don't know about who going to hurry up and be like, that girl preaching about God but cursing, but twerking all the time and some shit. And it's always a hating ass person. Like, look at Jamal Mother. When she met me, she didn't know me from a can of paint. That lady only had nothing negative to do by judging me from how she viewed me. But in reality, look at her. She tried to tell her son, I wasn't good enough because clearly I have 2 kids by 2 different men. She got more than 7 kids by 4 different men. But she tells her kid that I'm not suitable enough to talk to him. But clearly she is so highly and gracious by divine that she needs to be talked to by other people, right? Because when she tried her first person that didn't work out, her second, third, and fourth person, clearly however long it took her to get the message that this is not how it go. Clearly, I don't get those choices because she is so-called chosen and I'm fucked up in life. You see what I'm saying? People are not real. People are just hypocrites. I know people in the churches that would say, oh, we should wait till we virgins to have kids. I didn't see their kids. None of them wait till virgins to have any kids. But in reality, let me go outside. The first thing they have to say is something about how Elsie act and how Elsie move and how Elsie do this. And it's like, if you feel like I'm not good, that's fine. If you feel like I'm not up to par, that's fine. If you feel like I'm not the way you would like for me to be, that's fine. But what really aggravates me about the churches, the real divine masculine, is the fact that people are so hypocritical in the church. They will sit up and have their nose up to you, embarrass you and everything outside. But when you go into their houses and you sit next to them and you really find out what's going on in their household, you wonder who they be praying to. Because why is there so much chaos in their household? And when you start speaking facts, right? People don't like the person. Nobody likes the truth speaker. When you start speaking facts, now you a disrespectful young lady. You rude. But when they come at you head forward, because let's say I'm spiritual, you spiritual to the real divine masculine. Other people we know spiritual, but not necessarily Christian, right, or religious. The first thing they do is act like, because the book of conscience teach people how to be highly conscious. The fact they got some slight sense of consciousness, they feel like they could walk around and just read a book and then act like everything should just come from that. Like there's no other books of knowledge that has been told. And secondary, like I was telling people before in the last broadcast that I had with you in it, it was like I was telling them, like, at the end of the day, divine said everything just is. That means everything just is. Like water is water. Fire is fire. The problem is human being is corrupt. So what you do is you act like water is a sin because people could drown in it. Water is water. Water has a lot of good uses. It's just a fool's purpose of using the water as going to swim, knowing he can't swim, is how he got drowned. Or a wicked person throwing you in a sea, knowing you can't swim, is why you died. It has absolutely nothing to do with the water. The water is not good nor bad. The water got good uses and bad uses. It's just the way of human tend to pick up something and use it in a foul, demeaning way, and then turn around and act like, even in the churches, people take the word of divine and use it in a way that it suits them. Oh, don't do this because you're going to go to hell and this and this and that. But these same hypocritical people be having their own kids in their own households do the same shit, and they will not open their mouth and say anything because clearly, guess what? It's best to be quiet so nobody know this the type of kids I don't raise, versus to be loud as shit to let them know that I ain't really fit enough to teach what I'm teaching you, because even with my own, I failed. But people don't like to be honest. So when people like me have to see what it is and say for what it was, then it's like, oh, you disrespectful. Am I disrespectful? Are you just unfit? Are you trying to make me seem I'm as unfit as you? Or are you trying to make me seem as though I'm beneath you because you clearly hate the light that comes within me? And when I have to like sit there and tell people like certain things you're doing, it's not accordingly, but it's straight disrespect. But expecting people to respect you as though you are the light in their life, it's like, come on, man, I'm not doing that. And it's like, it comes a time that you got to be really honest with yourself. Self-love is the best love. I take it upon myself to make sure I heal the unnecessary wounds and trauma and tribulations people brought in my life. Why? Because I do not want to go into a situation piling that insecurities on anybody else. And when I say certain things like this, people tend to think, oh, you doing too much. Oh, you stunned, you flexing, you being something. Like, listen, I'm not never going to take away my spirituality from my life. I am never going back to the person I used to be before. If you don't like who I am now, you might as well just go ahead, count your L's, and just go ahead and disappear. Because at this point, where I'm at with this is not something that could be retrieved backwards. It's just what I'm looking forward to being until I die. You getting with it or you not? Because when you see the truth, there's no way you're going to go back into darkness and be like, I prefer not to know. It just seems easy that way. Who the fuck is saying that? But anyway, go ahead.
But he that is of a perverse heart shall be despised. He that is despised and hath a servant is better than he that hath honored himself and lacketh bread. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. He that tilleth his land shall be satisfied with bread, but he that followeth vain persons is void of understanding. The wicked desire the net of the evil man, but the root of the righteous yieldeth fruit. The wicked is snared by the transgression of his lips, but the just come out of trouble. Out of trouble. I stay out of trouble, y'all. And you know, people say stuff with ego and brag and they cap. Y'all already know. It's no cap with me 100% all the time.
No cap with me either. I'm going to tell you how I feel. If you don't like it, that's fine. Shout out to everybody that's on my live. Shout out to everybody that is on the Real Divine Masculine live. You feel me? You guys make sure you check him out. He is definitely cool, understanding, and everything. Normally, I try to make mine private so it's done to post it, because I really try not to have everybody energy filled in my space. Because I realize, like, I'm not going to lie to you, the last couple of days, I've been feeling people really, really staring at me from a really, really, really edge of an eye. Like, people stalking my page. Like, you know what's crazy? That I will post something about my business and people fake don't see it, fake don't look at it, fake see it, scroll it. It shows that it has been viewed, but people would just walk past it. Because you know what? I really, really like that post that I saw on TikTok. It say, people that know you growing up never want to see you shine. It's a lot of people I fake know on Facebook, and every time I post something about, hey, this is the new thing that I'm selling, or this is the new thing I'm trying to promote, or this is the new thing I got going on, they look at it. And that's how you know that. It's like, I wonder how I got 5,000 friends, can't even add the last 400 and some people in my little section waiting to be added on, right? But somehow I will post something about, hey, this is my new jewelry, and every single one of these people would not even like it. But the only people that do like it and be like, oh, I will post it, I will share it, it be people that I really truly know, you know, from our sight, that don't got nothing to do. People I know as human beings that I grew up with and anything. And people wonder why people always tend to fall in the cracks. Because people are envious and jealous. They'll get up every day to go to church on Sunday. But these same people be like, love your neighbor as yourself. Do this, treat people like you want to be treated. But none of them are truly, really equivalent to giving you all the bullshit that feed you. And when you start looking at people for who they are, you get spiteful at heart, because you realize that you in a matrix of selfish individuals Ones who will lie, steal, and destroy. Ones that it's easier for them to pretend they fuck with you than truly fuck with you. One that will talk shit behind your back till you drop dead but will never support you. One that when they see you doing bad, they'll be like, oh, you see Elsie? She ain't doing this, she ain't doing that. But when they see me doing something, they still don't support. So I'm like, this is why I'm with the shit. If you're not comfortable enough to tell me I'm doing good when I'm doing good, don't be comfortable enough to tell me I'm doing bad when I'm doing bad. Because guess what? You a biased individual. Your heart is filtered with envy and jealousy and petty and selfish things. When I see people like that, I get burned inside. People be like, Elsie, why you just out of nowhere get angry? It be the vibration, like you could tell somebody not supposed to be on my life got on it. Right? Because I was just chill, and then out of nowhere I got angry because somebody came on my stuff with negativity, which makes me angry. I get angry whenever I feel violated. So whenever somebody is around my energy space and I tend to get angry, that means somebody's trying to violate me, and I'm just not going down like that. Listen, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience, and because we are spiritual beings, energy is highly important. The sun is source of energy, and the moon is too, but just in a negative light, and the sun is in a positive light, and then you go ahead and do what? And do balance, which is divinity. Like I said, water has no good or badness of it. The water becomes good or bad depending on how the person using the water chooses to use the water, and that's what's real. Fire, you could use fire to cook, you could use fire to do other things, but you could use fire to burn somebody's house down. You could use fire to ruin everything that of somebody else's. It's mad simple. It's like everybody like to say and be like, oh, this is bad, this is good, this is bad. Ain't shit bad, ain't shit good. Okay, balance is what's key. Divinity requires balance. The same way everything is one and all things are the same is why they say, what divine say, I'm everything and nothing at once. Yes, that's the thing, because to be something, you gotta be nothing. To be big, you gotta be small. To be tall, you have to be short. Like, it's just divinity. It's like everything in life requires balance. The ultimate balance is what is. We are not bad people. We are not good people. We are all trying to find our balance within ourselves because we just is. I'm just Elsie. You just you. We all just is. I am what I am. And it's been told in several books. They be like, I am what I am. If you go and they tell you what the divine say his name is, he is what he is. He's absolute. He's absolute. He just is. So if you sit here and the absolute truth is divine, the absolute truth is divine, but you guys don't like to act like the absolute truth is divine. You guys like to act like the nigga coming out the sky who they say is gonna fall out. That's some slave mentality. You guys are still trying to sit here and tell yourself that you don't see the truth that has been written for what it is, because the truth just is. If you tell me if you put water and you put sugar in it, it dissolves. You put salt in it, it dissolves. The only way you're gonna know which one is sugar and which one is salt is if you take a taste. And that's what you guys need to be real. That's why they told Eve not to touch the apple or eat out of it. Because once she realized that there was good and bad, she got to pick more bad than good. But before then, it just was. One no need to do nothing good. One no need to do nothing bad. You just use the motherfucker because you needed it. And that's it. If you need to make water, you need water, you get water. You need juice, you get juice. Like, you get the fruits and you turn into juice. But now, people had the common sense to use the things in negative form. Oh, so now if I don't like this thing, I could drown someone in it and they can die. That's what it means in from the plant, the tree of good and evil, because now you truly know what is good and what is evil, but you choosing to do what's evil is why judgment is coming to play. Not because, that's why they say kids are holy in the eyes of the Lord, because not only do they not know what's right, they don't even know what's evil. They're not really choosing to be anything to you. The choices happen because they emotionally felt to do something wicked. They truly didn't have the intentions of being wicked. It's just in that moment, emotions outshine logic, and that's when shit come to play. And that's what I just want to say.
But I've never really been in trouble. I mean, growing up, I had good parents to begin with. I had a mom and a dad in the household to start with. A lot of the people around me didn't, shielded me to a degree, but I have freedom too. Kind of like what I'm doing with Gina. With me, I'm more. I saw what my parents did wrong, and I don't want to repeat that.
Me neither.
See, that's how I analyze. Like, if my parents did this or that wrong with me, I don't want to be that to Gina. You know.
Me neither.
So, a man shall be satisfied with good by the fruit of his mouth, and the recompense of a man's hands shall be rendered unto him. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. Y'all are wise. Ashe, Elsie. I like what you're doing too, Elsie. And Tundra, I like Tundra. I like what y'all represent. Y'all represent me. I represent you. If y'all ever want me to do a reading on something, Tundra, if you ever want me to do a reading on something else, whoever else is in here, or whoever else clicks on this video and watches it eons and eons from now, because it's going to resonate eons and eons from now.
Ashe.
If you ever want me to do a reading on anything, you listening, hit me up. Leave a comment below, and I gotcha.
Okay, that's the Real Divine Masculine.
Real Divine Masculine.
You can find him on YouTube.
Child of God TV.
Okay.
The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. A fool's wrath is presently known, but a prudent man covereth shame. He that speaketh truth showeth forth righteousness, but a false witness deceit. There is that.
I'm going to hold you right there, the Real Divine Masculine, because people tend to believe that, you know, like when they read the book of the Bible, the way, you know how different preachers try to preach the same verse differently, and most people are not really enlightened in the form of understanding the biblical meaning of certain things in the Bible. So some just really just take it down to going about it like the Jewish way, and some go about it differently. And it's just like I feel as though, like, I don't know how to explain. Like you said, like things that happened to me as a kid, I try my best to not have it happen to nobody else, at least my kids, and that's real serious for me. That's real serious for me. I really don't try to go outside and talk about my family for real like that, so I try to keep it chill. But it's just certain things, like when I see people whose mother, like, let me say, when I deal with a man whose mother feel like, you know, certain things my mom should have taught me, it bothers me, because it's like, lady, like, my mom died when I was 5, and I did the best I can to raise myself to now, so what's good with you? Like, don't disrespect me. Like, it's like, okay, if you feel like you had that privilege for your kids, that's nice, but my mother died when I was 5. Are you gonna go dig her grave and tell her how she was unfit, bitch? Like, what's really bothering me is, like, people be like, what you mean, Elsie? It's like, y'all was home. Like, look at Jamal. Like, Jamal, you was home with your mother. Look at how you turned out. You don't get to judge me. With me, without mask, I came out pretty decent. And then my father was flaky as shit. But the more of the stories, I feel like I came out as good as I could do for myself at this time. And I could be better as time goes on, but I refuse to allow somebody who's not fit think they're going to tell me how I'm unfit when I see your own flaws as you speak it. That's crazy. And anyway, this ain't about throwing shade again. It's about me giving my personal experience for examples, because I know somebody out here who might have dealt with somebody whose mother felt like she needs to check them as one of her kids, when in reality, she always treated you like you an outsider. You ever met a woman who feel like you need to respect her like a mother, but in reality, she always came, every time she came at you with some sideways shit like, who's this one? I ain't seen her before. But clearly, you telling me a lot of people come through your house for him. Fine. Then they be like, oh, I tell my son not to talk to you no more because he real stupid. Like, you are old, lady. Like, what is your problem? Like, you put me in a situation, I got to stoop to your level. I don't want to stoop to weak bitch level. I don't want to stoop to weak bitch level. But you put me in that situation, I gotta stoop to that level because you think it's easier to disrespect me every second you see me. And then when I say some shit, you got a problem with me, Elsie? Who won't have a problem with something like you? But then people are like, you gotta respect your elder. It's like, cool, but can these elders give me something to respect, please? Can these elders give me something to respect, please? Because I'm not a child. I am not a child. No, I'm not a child. I have kids of my own, ma'am. And if I gotta show my kids how to not allow people to disrespect and talk shit to them and walk all over them, I refuse to do that because you think you have a son I want. What you can do is pack your bags with your son and figure it out. I got nothing to do with that. That's why you got what you got in your household. Have you ever seen a woman who all her kids came out kind of fucked up, but really walk around and act like other people needs to put their kids on a level that stands up to them? It's like, listen, we all women and we all grow up and be somebody's mother one day. And if you want to act like, I'm goofy because you feel like you got the game, you got the sauce, then we should be able to see by the outcome of how your kids came out that you was fire. You taught them some amazing things that made them become something that we have never seen before. And I don't see that with her kids. I'm sorry. I mean, I'll give Dominique props, She does do an amazing job as taking care of her kids, making sure they look up the part. But outside of that, honestly, I really did. I could say, like, for the youngest ones, I could see how they had a different type of lifestyle because I could see her get, like, I could see her trying with the youngest ones because that's the ones that they could start. Even my father, he told me the other day he got new kids now, and with those kids, he feel like he's going to be able to have the ones that will be able to help him in his old ages. But my father was not really the best father to me and my siblings. So if he feel like when he's about to croak, we might let him die, honestly, that's his problem. Because if he was a better person to us as a dad, he won't feel that way to begin with. And that's what's real. So if you feeling some type of way, that's not me, it's you, shorty. It's not me, it's you. But me, I'm gonna speak my truth. People tend to do things to me thinking I'm gonna be quiet because I like to be quiet normally because I don't really want to start shit. But when you start putting me in a situation I constantly get quiet and I get sick of you, bitch, I'm just gonna let it be known. Like, I'm sick of your shit. Take all that shit and bounce.
That speaketh like the piercings of a sword, but the tongue of the wise is health. The lip of truth shall be established forever. Turn the big page, though. But a lying tongue is but for a moment. Oh, I thought somebody had typed something. I was looking. Stop that, y'all. Deceit is in the heart of them that imagine evil, but to the counselors of peace it's joy. There shall no evil happen to the just. There shall no evil happen to you, listening. None. There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. Anybody that came against you, filled with mischief. Any racist, any rapist, anybody that misused you over the year, abused you, mistreated you, took your kindness for a weakness.
People always take my kindness for weakness.
Shall be filled with mischief.
So don't be surprised when your life
fuck up. Bad on you. Anybody that gaslighted you.
Mm-hmm.
Or when you were in a relationship, they hated on you because you were happy. Shall be filled with mischief. Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight. You are his delight.
Man,
you are his delight.
Let me tell you something. The other day, the midget had messaged me and asked me if I had messed with his friend. I don't know. He talking about something, Brian. If I had messed with his friend Brian. And you know what? I really got bothered and disrespected by that because I felt like, why would you think that out of all the people in the world, I just had to settle for one of your friends? Like, don't I have a better option? It's like so many men out here. If you feel like I don't feel like you the person for me, why would you think that I would stoop so low to one of your homies, right? And that's what really bothered me. But I realized that that's the mindset that this lady has really tried to push on his son when it comes to me. And it's like really fucked up that somebody somebody really sit there and when they see you, like, how is this really bothersome to somebody? I have never met somebody that has so much hatred towards me and expect me to have love and light towards them. Like, if you don't like me, bitch, that's fine. But watch your mouth. Shh. Okay. I think I heard that on TikTok or something. Yeah, that's fine. But watch your mouth, because I don't owe you shit. I'm not your kid. And I do not have to sit here and act like I respect you, because I don't. And I'm not going to act like you the best that I ever saw in my life, because you're not. And I'm not going to act like your son is the most amazing thing in my life, because he ain't. And I'm not going to act like he respect women like he's supposed to, because he don't. And I'm not going to act like he come accordingly, because he not. And I'm not going to act like he is built like a real man, because he don't do real man shit. And we're not going to act like he's the best thing that was ever been raised by a woman, because he not. But the least thing I can say is, when I did have love for the man, I was willing to ride. But you made it impossible, because you want to be a bitter bitch in the midst of shit, because you want to act like people out here to get your son. But please ask your son, what can he list with one hand 5 things he ever done for me? Wesdo, you can feel like he is the most amazing thing in my life. Wesdo, ILCA for Mansa Dazuki need to allow you to disrespect me on behalf of your son, because you raised such an amazing man from head to feet that I'm willing to ground my sorrows on your feet, because I would do anything but to keep this piece of shit. No ma'am, no sir, no brownie, no cookies. I'm not with the bullshit. Like, go do that shit with the young bitches he fucking, and out of respect to you and the young bitches he fucking, stop watching my page, stop sneak dissing between you and your little friends, and all you little motherfuckers that's on Facebook, because y'all watch me go through this spiritual journey. I mean this with all my heart and soul. Divine know what I mean, because if I pray, I will pray with love and respect, and he know me, and he take me as I am. They say, listen, when you go to church, come as you are. When I enter the temple of me, I go as I am. I'm not about to fake be nothing I am for nobody else, and I mean that from the deep side of my soul. Yes, it's very easy for me to pretend I am totally honestly understanding to everything you guys do, but I truly don't feel that way about y'all. And what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna fake that I fuck with y'all, because I'm not fucking with y'all like that, because I clearly see y'all not fucking with me like that. If I was up here dancing, it would be a bunch of shit. Now, what really bothers me is that boy mother really had a lot of shit to say about my Facebook. Where is she now? Why can't you come over here and say, oh, I see Elsie talking some good shit? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Motherfuckers only got shit to say when they feel like they got a up one on you. They never hop out here and talk about you when you doing good, because they know they're haters. When you come across a hater, you can smell it. Everything about them smell hatred. When you walk past them, they got hateful shit to say. When they see you, they got hateful shit to say. When you do something good, they got hateful shit to say. I posted a lot of shit about good things, and that shit get 4 likes. If I get on Facebook and talk about how somebody blow me and I'm trying to fight, that shit would get like 60 likes quick. Right? Because that's what society got people feeling like. And I'm not about to sit here and entertain y'all, because hey, that likes don't feed me, baby. And however you eat, whatever you eat don't make me shit. So if you feel like something I'm doing don't suit you, that's fine. You ain't got shit my bullshit. I shit's my own bullshit. So I'ma leave that at where it's at. I'ma let the real Divine Masculine go ahead and finish this broadcast, and I'ma just go ahead and leave this alone, because I could have came here on some holy dolly donut shop shit, but I know y'all, and y'all gonna turn around and be like, Elsie's acting like she's a saint. Yeah. Like, all y'all do is talk. I have never seen a set of people that always have my name in their mouth, and that's crazy, because I could sit there and I could sense people talking about me, and it aggravates me so heavily. And they like, oh, you just thinking motherfuckers talking about you. Nah, y'all little asses be talking about me for real. Y'all really do. Because for somebody mother to really call in my inbox to even talk to me on that type of time and be even try to play like that, it just let me know, like, that's how you think. That's where your mind is at. So I kept it chill and blocked the lady. Now, every time I go on my social media or any social media, I block her. Because we are never, ever going to allow you the decency to think you going to come and say some shit to me, then I don't even have nothing to do with you. Like, people get so bold and comfortable. Like, sweetheart, I don't need you to piss, shit, and eat. And if you feel that way, that's fine. But it's just certain things. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a holy broadcast, bro. But people have a way of making people feel less than they're supposed to by choice. Not because they have to, because they're dusty like that. You could tell that people was raised in a household who nobody ever cared about them. Because whenever I try to be nice to the midget, and all she kept saying was, you trying to buy my son. Buy who, baby? If I got it and he needed, he got it too. Because that's how I'm raised. I'm sorry that you feel that way. That's because somebody always made you feel like you had to, like, I don't know what they made you feel, but this ain't that type of party. And when I genuinely care, I care, so I don't care no more. Now I don't, so y'all can all go ahead and eat dust.
You forsake racism. You forsake sexism. You forsake abuse. You forsake self-hate. A prudent man concealeth knowledge, but the heart of fools proclaimeth foolishness. The hand of the diligent shall bear rule, but the slothful shall be under tribute. Heaviness in the heart of man maketh it stoop, but a good word maketh it glad. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. A slothful man roasteth not that which he took in hunting, but the substance of the diligent man is precious. In the way of righteousness is life, and in the pathway thereof there is no death. No death. In the way of the righteousness is life. That's Proverbs 12 and 28. That's the end of it. In the way of righteousness is life, and in the pathway thereof there is no death. Wow. Somebody needs to hear that.
Probably.
Let y'all meditate on that for a minute.
You know what's...
Find, I think chapter 16 was the last one.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go from there.
Okay. Go ahead.
To see if y'all have any questions. Y'all need me to break anything down. Y'all are pretty wise, so I know y'all get it. But
yeah, you know, you gotta go.
That was powerful.
I know, right? You gotta go through shit to learn shit, baby. It's easier to act like you don't see what you know. But when you know, you know, you know. I know y'all know.
In the way of righteousness is light, and in the pathway thereof there is no death.
That's a powerful quote right there.
Anybody spoke bad over you, if anybody wished ill on you,
they always wish bad and ill on me.
I rebuke it.
They don't like how I keep it real.
If anybody hated on you,
they always hating on me.
If anybody was sexist against you,
man, I'm telling you,
I rebuke it.
I share.
If anybody tried to gaslight, gossiped about you, made up rumors about you, I rebuke it.
I share.
The preparations of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. All the ways of man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord weigheth the spirits. Commit your works unto the Lord, and your thoughts shall be established. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yes, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Ashe.
Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished.
Ashe.
By mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord, men depart from evil. When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him.
Ashe.
Better is little with righteousness than great revenues without right.
Go ahead, put it in the microwave.
A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps. A divine sentence is in the lips of the king. His mouth transgresseth not in judgment. A just weight and balance are the Lord's. All the weights of the bag are his work. It is an abomination to kings to commit wickedness, For the throne is established by righteousness. Righteous lips are the delight of kings. They love them that speaketh right. The wrath of a king is as a messenger of death, but a wise man will pacify it. In the light of the king's countenance is life, and his favor is as a cloud of the latter rain. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver? The highway of the upright is to depart from evil.
Miguel,
he that keepeth his way preserveth his soul. Pride goeth before the destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Better it is to be of an humble spirit, with the lowly, than to divide the spoil with the proud. He that handleth a matter wisely shall find good, and whoso trusteth in the Lord, happy is he. The wise in heart shall be called prudent, and the sweetness of the lips increaseth learning. Understanding is a wellspring of light unto him that has it, but the instruction of the fools is folly. The heart of the wise teaches his mouth, and added learning to his lips. Pleasant words are as a honeycomb, sweet to the soul, and health to the bones. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. He that laboureth for himself, for his mouth craveth it of him.
So that's why, if I'm going to work, if I'm not working for Spirit or me, that shit is a dub. And if you can't understand it, oh the fuck well. My job is not to be a worker for man, but just a worker for Spirit. Okay. Ashe, I'm going to work for me and do what I need to do, and that's right by me. If you don't respect me enough to respect that, then I don't respect you enough to kick it with you. And that's real. Go ahead, finish it.
An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is as a burning fire. A froward man soweth strife, and a whisperer separateth chief friends. A violent man enticeth his neighbor, and leadeth him into the way that is not good. He shutteth his eyes to devise froward things. Moving his lips, he bringeth evil to pass. The hoary head is a crown of glory, if it be found in the way of righteousness.
That's right.
He that is slower to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city. The lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of the Lord.
Okay. Anyway, that's all for the broadcast for today. Just to help uplift spirits. My kids is being annoying. They want me to make them some lunch. Okay. You guys understand this, right? In this spiritual journey, you can only do as much as you can do at that time. Okay. If the door open to adjacent possibility, then you take one of those possibility if it's best fit for you. Understand that no one is perfect. Everybody is having a human experience, and it's your story, and it's the game of life, and you should know how to play it. And if you cannot, that's fine. Just re-strategize and make sure you do what's right by you. Never allow somebody who doesn't know you from nowhere and don't know what you have been through tell you what you can endure. Because if you do, you're going to never go nowhere, because it's people just waiting to tell you how much you could never be what you want to be. Trust me, I know. I learned from experience. They're always looking for something to say about me. Oh, Elsie did this. oh, Elsie did that. And then they roll around and be like, why she always think somebody talking about them the whole time there was though. You know, but don't know that you hip to them because you know. But anyway, I'm going to just leave it here because this is about uplifting now. But the moral of this is, even though you may be trying to uplift you and others, people are definitely trying to bring you down sometimes. And you cannot act like you don't see it, because when you don't, that's where you get caught in a cycle of people doing the same fuck shit to you since you've been around them. People will lie to you, cheat, manipulate, and then pretend that it's your fault. And when people are asking them to be held accountable, they want to run from one situation and come to you, and then they want to act like everything wavy. But honestly, it comes a point that you gotta pick what's best for you. And when you do, people act like they don't need to talk to you, and honestly, that's fine. Let them not talk to you. Let them not talk to you. If that's how they feel, let them not talk to you. Because if you ask me, it's better to be at peace by yourself than be miserable around a bunch of people. Hey, than to be miserable around a bunch of people that's never going to understand or see your worth, but always have things to say to make you feel less than what you're supposed to be, in hopes that you don't value yourself as you're supposed to, because they have their own personal issues that they have not healed, and want to throw that right to you as though you have issues because they're not happy with how their life turned out. That don't have anything to do with you. Do the best you can do. And call on your ancestors and spirit to help you, and your spirit guides to help you when things are not going accordingly, and allow them to have the change to be able to make that happen. Do not sit there and hope that someday somebody will understand. These people are not here to understand. They truly don't care. The more you look stupid, the more they have something to talk about. Okay, and they're always gonna try to make it seem like, oh, you spiritual, so you're a voodoo priest, or you spiritual, or it's weird, bruh, she talks to God, bruh, it's weird because she do this, bruh, or it's weird because whatever. I think I was watching some Westisa stuff, and she said that it was like, yo, she did think she's weird because she's spiritual, and I was like, damn, that's crazy, Westisa. That's how I be feeling, like people be really trying to act like I'm weird now because I'm spiritual. But anyway, it's not here nor there. I'm out. Again, this broadcast did not pay me. It's just to get it out. And I'm about to even stop using Facebook altogether. So it really makes absolutely no difference for if you like it or don't like it. This is just going to be for my spiritual page anyway. So you're going to be seeing less of me on here and more spiritual stuff on here. That's about it. I see way too much shade on my Facebook, no matter what Facebook I make. It's just people constantly stalk me from other pages just to see how I'm doing so they could talk about me whenever it suits them. So I just allowed them. As you see, my page is never private because, honestly, enemies gonna do what they do. Even when I put it private, they add me just to have something to say. And you know, it takes a lot of different bull type bitch to do this shit. You gotta be real desperate, pathetic, and aggravating to really take your time to go try to research what the fuck is going on with a person. If I need to find out something, I will find out and leave it alone. I'm not gonna find out and keep stalking somebody to their life. People just put me in situations, I just gotta block them. But I'm cool with blocking them because I can't deal with that shit. Alright, anyway, I'm gone, y'all. Peace, bless, happiness, Ashe. Bye.